Hey you guys, back again with another vlog and recent update on my love life-ish. Um, my fiance is currently in a studio in Bloomington recording for the weekend. So that's pretty awesome. Like his band is, running things together. We'll probably be big within like the next year and a half. Not like internationally, of course, but like they're already pretty big locally, so just like nationally. Hopefully sign within that next year and a half too. I got to talk finally to my best friend in England today. We had a great talk, lots of laughing, lots of memories. Up until he got drunk. Then when he got drunk, it kind of just went downhill from there. Mm. Tonight, I am going to see Mockingjay Part 2. Finally, I'm super glad that it came out, and I cannot wait to tell you guys all about it. Um, Sorry, I'm like thinking just woo, all over the place. My emotions are all over the place. Like, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm sad because he's gonna be gone all weekend, and I'm happy because he's recording and he's gonna be big soon. But like I said, I'm sad because he's gonna be gone all weekend. It's gonna be really hard to get used to. I've never been in a relationship like that. The closest thing I've ever came to that is guys that I dated going to jail. Um, that's it. But it's the thing is, like, I didn't have, it wasn't, I didn't have to be there for it. And it's not that I had to be there for this, but I decided to be there for this because he is my fiance. He is the man that I love. And so I'm gonna be there for him through everything. And it's just hard on me because I've never been in a situation where I'd be dating somebody that'd be gone for a good amount of time. And well, not that 3 days is a good amount of time, but it's just weird. It's not hard. It's hard to get used to, but I'm going to end up getting used to it. This is the first time that he went in to record, at least with him being with me and with his current band, and it was an interesting situation. Like, I packed all of his stuff for him the night before, set out all his clothes, vowed that I was gonna pull an all-nighter just to spend time with him because when he got home yesterday, we didn't even really get to spend a lot of time together. But then he slept. That's because he slept most of the day. Then he woke up, and you guys spent a little bit of time together, but I was kind of I was being slightly bitchy. Then it kind of just went away. And then, like, it, it got better. Like, granted, after I loosened up a little bit, we got to, lay down and cuddle and watch Futurama. And he fell asleep watching Futurama, of course. That's what we always do, but he fell asleep first. I probably didn't get to bed till 4 a.m. Then I woke up 2 hours later because his alarm went off. Then we went back to sleep and woke up a couple of more hours later, and then went back to sleep, and then woke up again about noon-ish. Yeah, about noon. So he had to meet with his band at 2. And it was good to spend time with him. like when we were waiting for my sister's response whether or not he could use her straightener because he doesn't have one. You know, band guys always have to straighten their hair. Um, we kind of, like, he kind of just fell back asleep, and I kind of just, like, he was half asleep, and I kind of just, like, held him, and I shed some tears, because, you know, he was going to be gone for 3 days, and then, you know, it was okay, everything was good. You know, I didn't really get emotional until it actually came to the quote goodbye, because it's a goodbye, but it's not goodbye forever. It's more of a goodbye, I'll see you later, or a goodbye, I'll see you soon. So it was, I was pretty good up until then. Then I started to get emotional, and then I did a good job. I personally feel like I did a good job concealing it, and I walked him out to the car, said goodbye, and stood in the middle of the road and watched him drive off until I couldn't see him anymore. And as he was driving away, that's when I started to cry. I cried until I couldn't see him anymore, then I came back in and cried for 10 more minutes. And that was pretty much all the tears that I had to cry, and well, at least today. And so then I talked to my best friend in England for a really long time, just goofing off, laughing, you know, trying to enjoy myself while my fiance is away. And it was good up until towards the end of our, like, Skyping, that, you know, he was drunk and the conversation kind of just died. I kind of, like, I'm okay, but it's like, I'll look at the bed and I'll be sad because he's not in it, or, like, I'll walk into the kitchen and I'll be sad because he's not in there making something. I'll walk into the bedroom and I'll be sad because he's not in here on his computer, clearly because I'm using his computer. And it's kind of like just little things would just make me sad and want to cry. Even looking at my nightstand would make me want to cry. Because looking at my nightstand, I still wouldn't see him. Granted, though, farther down the road, it's going to be a lot easier. But for right now, it's really hard. I sound like an overly attached girlfriend. Like, I had to, like, my friend, she does, like, just local modeling. And I was commenting on one of her photos, talking about how she's gorgeous, and then her photographer was commenting, like, hey, you know, hook me up with, like, you know, get a hold of Zara so we can set up a time for her to model, you know, she has a gorgeous face. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, just, hey, you know, add me on Facebook and then we'll talk about it. So we did. My first shoot would be tomorrow, but because of the weather, it was canceled. And I'm going to try to be a model for the 1057DX calendar. And hopefully that turns out. But I had to take, like, the photographer told me, you know, take a selfie between Thursday and Saturday and send it to me. And I'm like, okay. So then I was taking selfies last night, and Like, I took a bunch of them, and I tried to send them to the photographer from my fiance's phone, and it wouldn't work because his phone is stupid. So I just ended up having to email them all to myself. And so I did. A lot of them turned out really great, and I just took a couple of special ones for my fiance. And not like that, you guys. Not the dirty-minded people out there. Absolutely not like that. I don't do that. But yeah, it's just, a couple of like pictures where I'm, blowing kisses and like have my hair in my face and I'm biting my lip and just cute little things like that. And then I changed his screensaver to one of those photos that I took for him. And he got on his phone. He told me, he was like, I like that. That's a really great picture of you. And I'm like, oh, well, thanks. And I kind of made a joke about it because it was like all in my face. And I'm like, yeah, there's your little emo Zara picture right there. And it was it was cool. And then we had a film strip from the mall that we took when we first got together, that I had, and I slid it into his book bag when I was packing him stuff, and I wrote him this like really, really, really super long, overly attached like girlfriend email. Yes, I email. Professionals email. Adults email. I'm an adult. It happens. It was just this really, really long thing. I'm not even going to go into it, but it was just talking about how much he means to me, how much I love him, how much I'm going to miss him, like the things that I packed for him, and just a bunch of silly stuff. And then it ends with like 50,000 different emojis with like words in between, and then I'm just like at the very end of it, like, okay, 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 I promise I'm done now with this like email slash letter thingy, but I love you, be safe, and have fun. So that was it. He tried to read it. He tried to read it, and I told him, no, you cannot read it until you get into Bloomington. That's when you can read it. And it's has he read it? Probably, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't get a signal in Bloomington, like an internet signal, which really sucks. But I'm pretty sure that it's all okay. I know he's fine. I can't wait for him to come home. I'll have like all this whole dinner set up and everything, cause like I missed him. And when we were saying our goodbyes, like he said like I'll miss you, and then he said it like 3 times and 3 different sentences, like periodically over our conversation. And he was like, oh, I'll miss you, and I'm like, I'll miss you more. And then we were just talking, and then like the other time he said it, he was like, I'll miss you, and I said, I can guarantee I'll miss you more. But that sounds like my sister, so I'm gonna get off now and go catch my movie. I'll see you guys.